which I am okay with. Unless you're the Terra Fairy with Dazzling Gleam. Oh no. Today, we are going to be using a team that looks tame when you first see it, but oh, the tricks can definitely frustrate the opponents. This team was created by Liberty Note, a website with a bunch of high-level Japanese players participating, and yes, they have designed this team, and it is kind of evil. This team features some good classics with a bit of a twist. Double Dragons that do a large amount of damage, Specs Rotom Wash to do a lot of damage as well, with Volt Switch to reposition, Meowscarada that can be used as an early game heavy hitter or an end game cleaner. Finally, the Bronzong and Skeledirge that can annoy many with gravity lowering the evasion of the field so the low accuracy sleep moves can hit and follow up with a powerful Hex that doubles in damage while they're unable to move. If you would like to check out Liberty Note and the details of the team, they will be linked in the description down below. This is one heck of a team. Indeedee, Armarouge, the Sylveon, Volcarona with Drifblim and King Gambit. Okay, so they have Psychic Seed probably on the Drifblim. There's quite a bit I'm kind of interested in general. I'd imagine this is a Trick Room team, but they have a Tailwind mode. Bronzong would be kind of nice here. The problem is the King Gambit's actually like a really big threat. I mean a really big threat. Also Volcarona. I can't Snarl safely, but I am Terra Fire Hydreigon, which could maybe help in this situation. Wait, am I Terra Fire? Yeah, I am Terra Fire. I just have Flash Cannon. Okay. So I like Hydreigon. Maybe Hydreigon Garchomp. I don't need Meowscarada in this game. I know that for a fact. It doesn't really do anything. And then I like Skeledirge and Bronx on the back. If I can set up Trick Room at any point, this would be really nice. The problem is, how am I setting up Trick Room? And the lead I'm doing is to prevent, or is to like pressure or scare out the Armarouge and the King Gambit, which are the two Pokemon that threaten my Bronzong. So if I can bait those Pokemon out of the turn, I could get a Trick Room up. So we're gonna see Indeedee plus Drifblim. Very interesting leads. I do plan on going for the Terra with my Hydreigon. I have no reason to Terra anything else on my team other than maybe Garchomp, but Garchomp I don't think it's necessary. I would like to resist the King Gambit though. So I think it's okay probably to Snarl here. I think Snarl and going to Bronzong is okay here. I think this might be Dazzling Gleam Tailwind or Icy Wind Tailwind, which I think is fine too. Hydreigon's going to get weakened, but I think at the end of the day, getting a Snarl off is pretty big, and then getting the Trick Room up later would be pretty nice here. So let's see. Does Indeedee get imprisoned? I can't remember if it gets, or the... Oh, I don't remember. Oh, Calm Mind. We saw Psychic Seed activate, right? We saw Psychic Seed activate. I'm like pretty confident we did. Snarl. No Terra Fairy, so I am able to do a massive amount of damage to the Indeedee. And the Drifblim takes some decent chip. We're going to see a Light Screen. Okay. It's going to be really obnoxious to break through stuff, but it's okay. Alrighty then. What is coming out afterward? I mean, I'm clicking Snarl again. I don't see a reason not to click Snarl. And maybe just Hypnosis, because I don't have to Trick Room here. I don't want to Trick Room in case like they bring in like Armarouge. Oh. We're really playing this, huh? I'm so glad I have Gravity at least. Wait, isn't that like literally double team? Didn't they nerf minimize this generation for some reason? I'll gladly take the minimize being +1 only. Screen. Okay, so it's literally... this is one of the weirdest. Okay, I was expecting to hit the Hypnosis there realistically. Snarl. I'm gonna Hypnosis again. Might as well. I'll double check the accuracy afterward. I'm pretty sure Indeedee goes down to Snarl, so this Follow Me doesn't change anything other than like if I Dark Pulse the Drifblim, but I don't think I would. Okay. So evasion. No, it raised sharply, so it is +2 still. Did I just lose? Oh, I didn't. KO the Indeedee. I know. Oh, because of the light. No, they reflected the second time. Okay. Well, I'm going for Snarl here once again. I mean, the thing is, I've hit the Snarls on the Drifblim, so they're like -1 special attack, so it's not like the biggest concern. Ironically, I think I just keep clicking Hypnosis. Oh, wait. I just realized I should not be Snarling, because if King Gambit comes out, that's so bad for me. You know what? Dark Pulse? But the thing is, you're assuming Armarouge, right? if you're going for this kind of Calm Mind strat. Oh, no, I'm just Dark Pulsing Hypnosis thing. I feel like it's Supreme Overlord on the King Gambit, but let's just not risk it here. Minimize. Okay. They got... I wish they just got rid of Minimize in the game, realistically. Why did they get rid of Safeguard, but kept Minimize? Can someone tell me why they decided to do that? Okay, I Hypnosis that slot. Not the biggest deal in the world that I miss. They are going to Baton Pass eventually, but we'll see. Gonna be Armor Rogue? Corona. I should live 1. That means it's a... I mean, I think they don't have King Gambit. It has... Like, you would Baton Pass into this, right? And then you would switch in Armor Rogue, right? Or you would switch in King Gambit and then you Baton Pass into Volk. Unless they're baiting me for the Snarl, which, if they did, bravo. Bravo. Yeah, I'm gonna Snarl here. I'm gonna Snarl Trick Room. Right, Trick Room? I'm just gonna Hypnosis. I just, like, don't have a reason not to click Huh. I'm surprised they're going for another Calm Mind. That's greedy. I really feel... Well, I guess you are, like, -1 special attack, so you want to actually start doing damage. Okay. Kind of glad I went for a Snarl here into the Volcarona and not Trick Roomed up. Okay, now I can start going for Trick Room. Actually, what's funny is this entire setup is invalidated by Skeledirge. It literally is invalidated by Skeledirge now that I think about it. Wait. Okay, that Lumberry is actually pretty bad. But they're only at neutral. Going out into Skeledirge. Bronzong should live 1 fire move. I'm gonna Trick Room. Unless they're Terrifier Volcarona, the Terrifier Volcarona are gonna be super sad, but I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Bring out the Skeledirge. Yeah, because I don't care about your special defense increases when I have the Gravity Sink. I'm unaware of like all your stat changes. They wisp my Hydreigon slot. Okay then. So I'm only going for Gravity Sing because I actually have no idea if I actually KO the Drifblim with Hex. I know it's Life Orb Hex, but I don't know. I think it's just better to go for Gravity here and Sing into Hex. Also, they could be like Volcarona, this Rage Powder here. Although that's, I mean, I don't think it is, because if it's Quiver Dance plus already Will-O-Wisp, I don't think that would be the case, but we'll see. All right, hit the Sing. Beautiful. And then we Hex the following turn. This Minimize thing is like, sometimes you'll find this on the ladder. I've definitely had my experiences in Gen 8. Well, all the gens actually. But thankfully, we don't have to worry about it. Now we send my opponent to a big fat nap. That is the goal right here, because we're going to go for a Hex into it. We're going to go for Hypnosis. Hey, Volcarona, you had a Lumberry earlier, right? I bet you're full. Oh, Unaware Skeledirge is so good for that situation, I guess. Garchomp, Grimmsnarl, Volcarona, Breloom, the Excalibur, and Azumarill. Okay, could be a little bit of a scary team. I do like getting Trick Room up if I can. The Volcarona is a little bit tough for me to start Trick Room against, but we'll see. I do want to save the Terra here. I don't know what Azumarill set that is going to be, but I do like the Garchomp lead to pressure Volcarona. It's the only Pokemon that's really stopping me from setting up Trick Room, it looks like. Now with Rock Slide, but then again, they could Terra Grass immediately, but I do have Flinch Chance, so it's not like terrible. I do like the Skeledirge in the back because Skeledirge is just really good against their team. And then last one, probably Rotom or Hydreigon. But I'm leaning more towards Rotom, so a backup answer for Azumarill if I don't want to consume the Terra Grass, which I don't know if I want to on the Skeledirge. It's really going to come down to like how the game's going to play. I don't have like an exact Terra plan here. I feel with this team, I'm definitely going to have to like play reactive because Volcarona is definitely a scary Pokemon right here. And I got to make sure that I really hope a Flamethrower and a Mach Punch doesn't kill me because that could be concerning. But it really just depends on what they bring here. Rock Slide, Garchomp is fast. It at least outspeeds the Breloom. I can break a Sash. There are a few options. I hope they attempt to Spore here. Grimmsnarl, Volcarona. Okay. All right. So I wonder if this is fake out. That's okay here. Oh, I don't have Rock Slide. I forgot I have Poison Jab on this team. Okay. Kind of a weird position then. I guess I can Earthquake for the damage. I'm gonna Earthquake and Trick Room, I suppose. Or attempt to. I mean, what are they gonna go for? Fake out, taunt, one of the things here. I just want to see if they want to commit their Terra early. Because if they commit their Terra, then I go Skeledirge and I'm kind of okay. So I don't think it's too bad. We do see a Terra into Volcarona immediately. It should be Terra Grass. Yep, okay. Makes sense. Alright, are you taunting immediately? Reflect, okay. That's good for me, I think. Let's Volcarona going for Quiver Dance. I do want this chip. That did nothing to Volcarona. That did nothing. Okay, Heat Wave. I do survive very comfortably, actually. Okay. And Trick Room. Alright, not the most ideal, but it's manageable. I do have Poison Jab, and I can Poison Jab the Volcarona, but I could get Flame Bodied as well. Although, I guess I want to Poison Jab the Grim. The Grim's kind of annoying. I'm going to go out into my Skeledirge right here. The Skeledirge should be able to eat attacks. I really don't want to fall victim to... Well, I want to see if they have Taunt first. He just Spirit Break my Garchomp, which is cool. Okay. Alright, you take the Rough Skin. That's cool. I don't think they have Taunt at this rate. Heat Wave going to come out. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So there should be a Light Screen coming out afterward. I'm setting up my Gravity here. Setting up my Gravity, and I'm going for the Sing combination. If they protect Light Screen could be a play, but that's okay because then I can go for Hypnosis afterwards. So let's start singing them to sleep. Yep, protect. Light Screen or is it Spirit Break? I could see either. Okay, Light Screen. And I could double sleep the following turn, which is kind of actually funny. All right. I am also burning Screen Turn. So Gravity is set up. Let's start the naps. Okay. Yeah, because I don't want Spirit Break onto Skeledirge. Actually, doesn't matter. Probably doesn't. I'm going to go for Hypnosis into Volcarona. And, you know, maybe it is just Torch Song here. I think that's okay. Because Grimmsnarl Spirit Break is really not doing too much at this moment. I am worried if they actually have Taunt, but I just really don't feel like they have Taunt anymore. Like, I feel like we would have already seen it. We could have seen Taunt turn 1 and like a Terra, and they were still in a super safe position. They didn't have to get the Reflect up. Thunder Wave is kind of annoying, alright, but at least I'm going for the Hypnosis, which is A, more accurate into the Volcarona. That's a pretty bad para timing, but okay. Hypnosis into Volk. All right, and then I'm gonna Hypnosis the Grimmsnarl. Okay, first turn of sleep. I might need multiple from them. I'm gonna Hypnosis to Grim and just Torch Song. Okay, we're gonna slowly try to build up this position, which is very possible because we're stalling out Screen Turns with this very passive position from them. The Torch Song seems really solid here. Let's find out. As we get the damage into Volcarona, we're going to put the Grimmsnarl to sleep, hopefully, unless they Thunder Wave. It's actually funny, if they had Thunder Wave and they didn't suspect it, they could have actually went for like... Ooh, Excalibur coming in is interesting here. Okay, so they're going to get Thermal Exchange, which is okay. Oh boy, I do get the Hypnosis into the Grimmsnarl. And then I can Hypnosis the Excalibur. So we're just putting them all to sleep right now. That's what this team does, is putting everything to sleep if possible. Now, the only problem is I can't go for the combination that I really want to, which is the Hypnosis into the Excalibur into Hex, which would have been really nice here. Oh, Trick Room returns to normal. I mean, I don't think they can knock out Bronzong, so this is a Protect Trick Room angle. They could Thunder Wave their Excalibur, though. Like, they could Thunder Wave their Excalibur, so they don't get... So they dodge... Oh, maybe I should Hex just in case. I think I will do that. I will Hex just in case they go for that. That's a really bad era. Wait, what? How did they Ice Shard? Did they expect to Terra Grass? They probably did. Okay. Very confused about that Ice Shard play, but it works out for me huge. Alright. I'm going to Hypnosis the Excalibur. And I'm just going to Torch Song the Grimmsnarl because this could be Protect into a Spirit Break. They could go for the Thunder Wave, but they have to gamble a bit. If they have Protect, they might just stall out a turn, which I think would make a lot of sense here. Still surprised that they went for the Ice Shard. Still trying to figure that one out, but okay. They retreat Grimmsnarl, actually, so something's coming in and not appreciating this Azumarill. Okay. Azumarill comes in. No Protects. All right, so I do get another Hypnosis. Very nice. Aqua Jet would do a decent amount to Skeledirge. I might have to Terra the following turn. I do get the Hypnosis off. I want to say we KO back Excalibur. This is a really strong Life Orb Hex. But we'll see. I am very worried about Aqua Jet here. So I think we are going to Hypnosis the... Well... Actually, no. We Gravity here. So we have more Hypnosis for later. And then we're going to go for the Terra Hex, I suppose. The only problem is I have to keep Skeledirge around. Because if Skeledirge goes down... And I don't have anything for Volcarona. If I haven't gotten rid of Volcarona, I do lose the game. So, how about Skeledirge? This is a big Hex and Gravity moment on. Hopefully, this is Aqua Jet. Yes. Okay. Does nothing. Excalibur, I think, attempted to Ice Shard, which makes sense here. Please get the Hex off. Okay. Huge. Nice. That's a big KO right there. That's a big KO. Wonder if Hex could knock out the Azumarill. We are +2? Or... Yeah, I think we're +2. Gravity, Hypnosis, Reflect wears off. Okay, but they still have Light Screen, which is the big one right here. Grimmsnarl comes out. I am going to go for... I think it does KO. I do think the double up does KO. I'm going to Hypnosis, and I'm going to go for a Hex. Actually, I think I should Gyro Ball the Grimmsnarl and Sing. Yeah, that's probably better. That is better, because then I can Hex the following turn. So I do get the Sing off into the Azumarill. Nice. And then Gyro Ball into Grim. I don't think it KOs, but it'll do a lot at least. Okay, here's a Gyro Ball. Good damage. Azumarill takes his first turn. And Grimmsnarl. Nice. That is this team. It's the power of passive sleep. Sleep is absolutely broken. Why did they not give us Misty Terrain or anything like that sort? We're going to Hex the Azumarill because I think I KO. And if I don't, I made a huge mistake. But yeah, like that's powerful. That's a +2 130 base power move. It's insane. Okay. Now Volcarona is the only concern. Volcarona is actually still a threat, ironically, so you gotta watch out for that. If I do get parried, it's actually really bad with our Skeledirge, but we kind of have been having to fight through the parries the entire time. Like they've been trying to fight through the sleeps. All right, Trick returns to normal. Oh, this is bad. Volcarona comes out. Did I do all this work? Just to potentially... I mean... Unfortunately, I can't even go for a Heat Wave dodge. I can't even remember if they took a guaranteed turn of sleep. That's my problem. Well... Yep, I had a feeling. No, man. All that work. Just to lose to Volcarona. That was the only thing I was worried about in this endgame was the Volcarona. Alright. Can I win? If the Volcarona doesn't have... Giga Drain, I suppose. I'd imagine you always have Giga Drain, though. But we're going to Rotom. It was fun while it lasted, though. It was fun while it lasted. Let's discharge. Yeah, it's Giga Drain. This doesn't KO, right? Yeah, like I live, but I need a discharge para into being super lucky right here. So I don't think this game is comebackable. I did make my opponent probably suffer through a lot. How many paras do I need? Depends on how many crits do I get. Gravity returns to normal. Doesn't change anything here. Maybe I should protect the Skeledirge then. I didn't realize gravity was running so low. If I protected Skeledirge, it could have been okay. The fact that this is still a game is insane to me. I think I only need one more para too. Honestly, my opponent deserved to get the Giga Drain off. Okay. Yeah, that was the one problem. The Volcarona, again, really tough. I forgot I didn't have Rock Slide on this team, so that was probably a mistake. I probably should have Poison Jab then. I did expect to Terra Grass turn 1, so Earthquake was a really bad mistake. I think I either Poison Jab to Grimmsnarl or Poison Jab to Volcarona, because if I did get Poison Jab damage to Volcarona, then Earthquake damage, it actually was like a big factor. Pelipper, Paladin, Amoonguss, or Palafin. I don't know why I say Paladin. Amoonguss, I don't know how to pronounce that Pokemon's name. The grass Pokemon. Arval? I actually don't remember what it is. Golden Go and Grimmsnarl. Okay. So rain is not pretty. I do have a grass Skeledirge. I have a Choice Specs Rotom, which is pretty strong, but they do have some pretty strong fire types. Goggles Bronzong's pretty good for the setup. I really like Hydreigon lead here. Hydreigon lead's pretty solid. I do want to bring Meowscarada, I'm pretty sure. This is kind of weird. I don't want to bring the Bronzong, which, I mean, I don't need it. I think I'd rather just lead Hydreigon Rotom. It seems like a really good lead in general against the team. And then a Skeledirge and a Meowscarada. Garchomp could be kind of helpful, but the Palafin Choice Banded attack with Rain is not exactly fun. Well, if it is Choice Banded on the Palafin on this team. And then just like having grassy terrain. So they're taking less damage from Earthquake. Oh boy. I am pretty scared for when the Rillaboom comes back in, and then we're going to have grassy terrain again. So we're going to have like Rillaboom, what, Golden Go? I mean, I guess it's double Fire Week, so it's not too bad. But that's like one example, I suppose. There's probably like some better combinations for Rillaboom. But why couldn't they bring a Misty Terrain Mon? Let's see here. We're going to see a lead of Grimmsnarl Golden Go. Okay, pretty classic. Rotom Wash Hydreigon's like a fantastic lead here. I don't want to Terra immediately. I kind of just want to go for a Flash Cannon into Thunderbolt to Grim. Or Volt Switch, I suppose. Maybe I just Hydro Pump here. I'm tempted. Because if I get rid of Grim turn 1... it is a bit risky and I could just Terra, but I might want to save the Terra for the Skeledirge, so I think I might want to play risky and just Hydro Pump. I'm going to go for it. If they fake out, that's cool too. Okay. This is a Solvest Hydreigon, so I should be tanking to make it rain just fine. If a Shadow Ball... oh, that's a bad Hydro Pump miss because they could have light screened this upcoming turn. Shadow Ball on the Rotom. Okay, makes sense. No special defense drop. I'll risk a roll if I have to. I'm going to make the same double up into Grim play because Golden Go is threatened here. Not the ideal turn because I could have also went just for a Snarl here and a Hydro Pump this coming turn. But what can you do? We got to push through. Unfortunately, Rotom taking a lot of damage is pretty bad. I'll have to rely on Meowscarada or my Skeledirge in the back. Terra going to come out. Is this Golden Go? Or I'd imagine so, right? Yeah. Which I am okay with. Unless it's a Terra Fairy with Dazzling Gleam. Oh no. Trick. Into Rotom. Alright, you get my Choice Specs. I get a Lagging Tail. Okay, this is not pretty right now. At least it can't be Palafin combination in the back. I'd imagine it's Pelipper and a Grass type then. Alright, goodbye. Yeah, at least I hit. Thankfully, Lagging Tail also doesn't work till the end of the turn. Although I think I live any attack from Golden Go that's coming out. Dazzling Gleam's not coming in Rotom for sure. They make it rain. I guess it's just I guess the Terra's just for the defensive typing. I mean, I'll gladly take that. I'll gladly take that. Gonna see this. Do I reveal that I'm Terra Fire now? I feel like I don't have to. I have a Skeledirge in the back. That thing gets Weather Ball though, so I do have to watch out. I just Flash Cannon, I'm pretty sure. And I'm willing to sack the Rotom because it's like so low at this point. It's not really... I guess I could trick here. You know what? I might as well just trick the Grass Fang if it doesn't target the Rotom. The Flash Cannon, some pretty good damage into you. Nasty Plot, okay. Alright, that could actually be pretty scary. But I mean, I do have... Ooh, Hyper Voice, alright. I said KO'd, but it's alright. I can go out into... Ooh, who do I want to go out into? Skeledirge? Or do I want to go out into my Meowscarada? I mean... This is mint speed, which is my only concern here. I kind of want to go Skeledirge right here. I do want to go Skeledirge, yeah. This is kind of awkward. I'm just worried about like a Pelipper swap into Weather Ball, which I think is like pretty reasonable here. So Snarl is not going to change anything because it's not going to let me take attacks. I think I just go for a Flash Cannon. I Flash Cannon or do I Dark Pulse? I guess I Dark Pulse, not the Grass Fang. I think I Dark Pulse the Golden Go, and I think I go for a Torch Song into the... Let's gotta make sure. I think this is the right play. A Pelipper Hurricane is gonna be super hard to deal with, but I do think this is the right option. I'm really worried about Weather Ball. Yep, okay. I know this thing gets Weather Ball. So a Dark Pulse into Torch Song to break a Sash, and... I mean, this puts in a range of my Meowscarada, so that's actually just really good here. So the Terra Grass is just going to come and clutch. And then next turn I could Snarl. Like, I have really good options for the upcoming. Okay. My only concern is I haven't weakened the Golden Go to put it in range, I think, of Flower Trick. But it still seems really positive right now. Alright. Terra Grass. Show me Weather Ball. Dark Pulse. Very good damage, but it's not a KO. Here comes a Torch Song. Almost a KO. Ooh, crit. Okay. Almost a KO. But we're going to see... I mean, that thing is slow. It's Earth Power. Oh, that's even more ideal, I guess. I thought this was really just going to be... Okay. Huh. Flash Cannon to cover the switch. Torch Song this, because Grassy Terrain actually benefits me. They probably just protect Pelipper and attack with the other thing. Yep. I mean, it's okay too, because literally, if they KO my Hydreigon, I get a free switch to Meowscarada. I have a Sash on Meowscarada. Meowscarada is just super safe in general. And I'm pressuring the Grass Fang too. This is probably Hyper Voice. It's going to do an okay amount. Skeledirge should be able to tank it. Don't be a policy. Seed Sower, so the grass is here. Which actually, no, now I KO'd a Meowscarada now that I think about it. Hyper Voice. It's the Hydreigon, which actually might have been a Mattering crit. That's okay. Oh boy, endgame actually still is terrifying, surprisingly. How many turns of rain are left? There are 3 turns of rain. I think Torch Song should KO at +2. I really think it should. It's Life Orb. I know we're in the rain, but I think it's enough. I really hope so. I really do. Come on. We're going to Flower Chick. The Pelipper covers all switches. We're going to Torch Song. Did they ever Terra? No, they Terra the Golden Go, yes. So yeah, we just Flower Chick, spam the left slot, and hopefully Skeledirge picks up the knockout. If it doesn't, we do lose the game. So Flower Chick. Okay. Goodbye, Pelipper. Was it right to transform into this type? No, it is, because I still like the grass typing to always Oko the Golden Go. Torch Song does KO. Oof. Okay. That should be a guaranteed win because they don't break a Sash on the Meowscarada. And yes, okay. I had a feeling that KO'd. If I had Shadow Ball, I would have went for Shadow Ball, but only Hex is kind of awkward part if you don't have like the sleep setup. Okay, Golden Go comes in. I don't think we ever lose here because we have a Focus Sash and this is Grassy Terrain Flower Trick. I guess I protect. yeah, it literally doesn't, I guess it doesn't change anything. Like, I just KO the Golden Go. If not, like, it can't KO me. Okay. Scary. Scary. The grasping was actually doing quite a bit. Hyper Voice was not what I was expecting. Earth Power. I knew we got Weather Ball. If I called it Weather Ball just straight out, I think that was like super sick. But I mean, it still ended up working out. I did get the Pelipper read right. Let's go over the games. First game, it took me a while to remember that Skeledirge could just beat the minimize strategy with the unaware ability ignoring stat changes. So I completely invalidated my opponent's entire plan when I was able to finally bring in the Skeledirge. Game 2, Terra Grass Volcarona ended up being a lot harder to deal with than I thought. I most likely needed to bring something other than Rotom in the back to deal with it, and should have went for a Poison Jab when I had a suspicion that it would be Terra Grass. Also, Garchomp's main role was to deal with the Volcarona, so Poison Jab would have been a much stronger play, as I didn't really mind it being burned. Otherwise, the only other play that I could have went for was Protect with Skeledirge when the Volcarona woke up and knocked out both my Bronzong and Skeledirge, and Count Gravity turns, as I could have banked on a potential Heat Wave miss with that possibility. Game 3, oh, pretty good. Even after missing the Hydro Pump, calling the Pelipper switch and making a good mid-ground option of doubling it with Dark Pulse plus Torch Song helped to seal the game. Skeledirge and Bronzong, oh boy, the combination, while it didn't technically like straight out win with a Gravity Hypnosis, which I wish we could have gotten, it was still very annoying for our opponents to play with, and could have just easily won us the game, as our opponents really couldn't do much. But I would have really loved to see Throat Spray on the Skeledirge. I think that would have helped. Life Orb Recoil was adding up over time, but the strong hexes after the sleep status is incredible. If you do want to try out the team, the rental code is on your screen. There's also the details of the team and the creator if you want to check out Liberty Note down below in the description. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more high-level VGC content.